The war in Ukraine is still raging, April 20th, 2026, and what you're about to watch captures everything about this battlefield in a single moment. A Russian soldier, open terrain, an FPV drone already locked on. He has one option, a single tree, so he uses it, circles it, keeps it between himself and the drone, moving constantly, trying to stay on the opposite side. The drone matches every move, searching for an angle. This goes on and on. The soldier is exhausted. His legs are slowing. The circles get wider, less precise. The operator waits, watches, and the moment the soldier's movement breaks, the angle opens up. What happens next is the reality of war in 2026. No trenches, no cover, no reinforcements coming. Just one man, one tree, and a drone that has nowhere else to be. Ukrainian forces have carried out a massive drone operation. The footage you're seeing is part of the most extensive drone operation on the front lines. FPV teams, working alongside reconnaissance units, are identifying targets and thwarting Russian attempts to dig in or advance. Infantry positions and bunkers. Everyone and everything is being targeted. Take a close look at the strikes. The drone's movements are quite clear and precise. This is because reconnaissance drones first identify targets, then relay this information to drone operators, who immediately take action. Without wasting time searching for targets, the drones launch a direct attack. The Russian soldiers' helplessness in the face of the drones is quite evident. You can see that they have no way to stop the drones as they rapidly launch their attacks. Shelters, meanwhile, are never safe. Ukraine's Magyar's Birds team carried out an FPV attack that exploded just a few centimeters above the head of a Russian infantryman who was seen walking toward friendly positions. Upon seeing the drone rapidly approaching him, the Russian soldier, as evident from his facial expression, panicked. The explosion took effect immediately. The 425th Assault Regiment, call sign Skelia, locating and striking a group of Russian soldiers in open terrain. No warning, no time to react. Just a drone appearing from nowhere and closing the distance before anyone on the ground can process what's happening. This is the psychological weight of this battlefield that never gets reported. It's not just the physical danger, it's the constant uncertainty. Every open space, every moment of movement, every second outdoors carries the same question. Is something already watching? You've already seen what happens when reconnaissance and strike drones work together in perfect coordination. But this next sequence shows something different. The scale. This isn't one team operating in one location. This is a wide area operation. Multiple crews, multiple axes, running simultaneously. While one drone is striking, another is already tracking the next target. While one position is hit, the next one is already marked. There is no recovery window, no moment where Russian forces can regroup, reposition, or call for support before the next strike is already inbound. Watch the soldiers, watch the shelters, watch the vehicles. Nothing is safe, nothing is overlooked. This is what total battlefield surveillance looks like when it's working at full capacity. Not a single drone, not a single crew, a system. And on this battlefield, once you're inside that system, there is no way out. If you are commanding Russian forces right now, what's your only option? In this footage, there is a structure that at first glance appears to be nothing more than a ruin. However, this is the kind of location frequently used by Russian soldiers. A drone enters the area for reconnaissance and, after a brief survey, manages to locate ammunition used by artillery units. The ammunition is completely destroyed by a drone strike. They didn't rush. They watched. Onyx pilots from the Rapid Reaction Force located a Russian mortar position and then waited, calculated the activity pattern, identified the right moment. When that moment came, they moved fast. 2 mortars destroyed, an ammunition depot gone. Everything that was supposed to hit Ukrainian positions turned into black smoke. This is the difference between a strike and a precision strike. Any drone can find a target. The skill is in the patience, reading the position, timing the approach, hitting it at maximum effect. When waiting for the right moment delivers double the result. Is patience now the most underrated skill in drone warfare? What do you think? A drone command post inside a city? Gone. A Ukrainian MiG-29 Mu-1 upgraded variant carrying a French-made AASM Hammer precision bomb struck a Russian UAV command post in Oleshki Kherson region. This wasn't a frontline target. This was the nerve center directing drone operations in the area. The operators, the equipment, the coordination infrastructure, all of it in one location. One strike. One hammer. The post stops functioning. Take out the command post and the drones above the front line lose their direction. No coordination, no targeting data, no organized strikes. Signum Battalion isn't just striking ground targets, they're clearing the sky. In a single operation, 3 KVO drones, 1 Orlan, 6 Zala, 2 Supercam reconnaissance systems all taken down. And on top of that, a Molniya 2 strike drone intercepted before it could reach its target. 12 drones. Gone. Every single one of those systems had a job. The Orlans and Zalas were feeding real-time targeting data to Russian artillery. The Supercams were identifying Ukrainian positions. The Molniya 2 was inbound to strike. None of them completed their mission. Russian forces rely heavily on these systems to monitor troop movements, locate equipment, and direct artillery fire. The first link in a chain that ends with strikes on Ukrainian positions. Russian soldiers tried to launch an attack drone, but something went wrong and the drone crashed. The Ukrainian FPV drone detected movement in an abandoned house this time. The drone, which approached the target slowly and cautiously, triggered a massive explosion. No one could possibly survive such an explosion. The oil campaign keeps burning. Overnight on April 20th, Ukrainian drones struck the Tuapse oil refinery on Russia's Black Sea coast, one of the 10 largest refineries in Russia, processing 12 million tons of petroleum products per year.
Ух ты! Стас, скинь мне.
Хорошо.
А может, это наш? Ебать, ты что,
Это вообще не наш. А мы нормально, да? Мы русские.
Locals described the fire as a volcano, flames and smoke visible for kilometers. Just days earlier, Ukraine struck 4 oil facilities in a single night. The Novokubishevsk and Syzran refineries in Samara Oblast, an oil terminal in Leningrad Oblast, and an oil pumping station in Krasnodar. As Ukraine systematically dismantles Russia's oil infrastructure, at what point does economic pressure become more decisive than battlefield gains? POV footage of a Ukrainian soldier from 38th Anti-Aircraft Missile Regiment shooting down a Russian cruise missile using a manpad. Two air defense systems. One night. April 20th. First, an S-350 Vityaz radar, the primary detection and targeting component of one of Russia's most advanced air defense networks. Located and struck by Squadron 13 of Magyar's birds near Novoalexandrivka in Donetsk. Without this radar, the entire S-350 system goes blind. Second, something far rarer. A Tor-M 2KM. Not a standard ground unit. This is a naval variant, designed for warship air defense, now appearing on land in the Zaporizhzhia region near Melitopol. The fact that Russia is deploying naval air defense systems on land tells you something critical. Their ground-based air defense inventory is running thin. And the same night, Ukrainian drones visited the Tuapse oil terminal on Russia's Black Sea coast for the second time. Magyar's birds, special operations forces, and military intelligence all coordinating on the same target. One night. 3 operations. 3 different regions. When Russia starts deploying naval air defense systems on land, what does that tell you about the state of their ground-based air defense network? Let us know below. A combined operation. Drones first, then HIMARS. UAV operators from Ukraine's 225th Assault Regiment located a Russian forward supply warehouse in the Huliaipol area, Zaporizhzhia, and inside, T-55 tanks converted into so-called turtle tanks. Armored shells welded over the hull to protect against drone drops. The drones identified the target and confirmed what was inside. Then the HIMARS crew took over. The warehouse and everything stored in it, gone. Now, the turtle tank concept itself is telling. Russia is taking Soviet-era T-55s, some of the oldest tanks still in service anywhere in the world, covering them in improvised metal cages and sending them forward. It's a direct response to Ukrainian drone strikes, and yet, it didn't save them here. When turtle tanks stored in a warehouse can be destroyed before they ever reach the front, does the entire concept of armored protection against drones need to be rethought? Let us know below.